Hi everybody, I'm Angel and I'm a yummy vegan. And I wanted to come on today and talk about how I ended up with 3 nose rings in my nose piercing. The first thing I want to mention is to kind of backtrack a bit and talk about how I had often admired nose rings in other women, particularly. I just thought they were very pretty in men as well, but I just can't really relate to how it looks on a guy. So for me, I was going to a particular restaurant quite a bit, and there are quite a few young servers there who have nose piercings. And I had talked to them about it, asked them questions. Is it painful? Oh, I really want one, but I'm scared of the pain. And a couple of them told me basically just to be careful with infections. So that added another layer of concern for me regarding getting a nose piercing. So I kind of hemmed and hawed about it for a couple of years, and one year January rolled around and I thought, okay, great, it's January, it's a new year, I'm just gonna jump in and get a nose piercing. So I was in Madrid and I knew about a piercing salon, a tattoo salon, a few blocks away from where I was staying. And I went over. I actually made an appointment, and then I went over for my appointment and had the nose piercing in my left nostril, which is this one here. And the guy was super nice to me. When he pierced my nose, it was painful just for that moment, and a tear rolled down my cheek, and he handed me a tissue to wipe the tear off my cheek, and just kind of set me off with some antiseptic spray, etc. I thought I was good to go. So it was a kind of a medium-sized silver stainless steel nose ring in my nose. So that evening, the pain was not much at all. I hardly felt anything. But in the next day and the following day, the nose ring started to sink into the hole, and I thought, whoa, this is weird. So I went back and I said, hey, the nose ring keeps sinking in. I have to keep pushing it back out. And he's like, oh my gosh, when did we do this? And I said, oh, just a couple of days ago. And he was really surprised that I didn't have swelling, that, it was not infected or anything. And it was just healing so well. And that's why the nose ring was sinking into the hole so quickly, because my nose ring was, my piercing was healing. So he switched it out. He took that one out. So he put in another nose ring. And it was a color that I wasn't very keen on at the time, and it just kind of sat there on top. I felt it was kind of big and a little bit awkward, to be honest, but the color I really wanted wasn't in stock, so I took it anyway. And then I guess a year or so rolled around, no, maybe 6 months, and I went back to the shop, and he then had the color that I really wanted. And so he put in the third nose ring, which is the one I have now, this one. So that's the story of why I ended up with 3 nose rings in 1 nose piercing. And anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And Javier, if you're watching, I do have a crush on you, and but that's another story. I digress. So anyway, I would super love to hear about your nose ring journey, and I hope you're doing great. And until we see each other again, take good care, and bon appetit and bon voyage.